So for today's Culture Crawl, we're going to be taking a look at meditation. Meditation can be found in many religions in the world, from Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, as well as Judaism. Prophet Muhammad, before Islam was revealed to him, he used to go into caves, Ghar-e Hira, to meditate over there and to just get away from his life. Today we have with us Yogi Maitreyi. Maitreyi, how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So you teach yoga and you teach students how to meditate as well.
Yeah, in the classical system, yoga and meditation go hand in hand and they're not separate. So when I say I teach yoga, I also mean the body, the mind, emotions are being prepared for meditative states. Yes.
Tell us about meditation. What is meditation?
If you look at, again, the classical system, meditation is tuning into the cosmic consciousness. So step by step, or there is a step-by-step methodology of allowing the mind to melt into the cosmic consciousness. That is what meditation is.
So how often would you recommend to somebody, to our viewers, how often would you say, just to be more centered and be more grounded, at work, if you're sitting and you're getting grumpy all day, how often would you tell them to meditate for, and for how many minutes a day?
If meditation or the practice of preparing the mind for meditation is looked at, you can set aside 20 minutes in the morning. But I would say ideally it's a lifelong practice, which means as you're walking or as you're waiting, you can take a nice deep breath and center and ground in the present moment. So every moment you feel you're going off center, you're getting agitated, you're getting irritated, then it's a moment to step back into yourself. So I would say right through the day, you have opportunities to bring back yourself to your own center.
Earlier you were saying the mind is like the monkey. The mind wants to dance and, all these, a lot of times these feelings and emotions that we feel getting irritated. So are you trying to say that the real us is not the one that is actually getting stimulated, it's just the mind? So how do you separate the mind from the true self? How do you know what is the difference?
Yeah, that is the beauty of the practice itself. Because what happens is, or the masters have told us, that the mind is like a monkey. It's not only like a monkey, but it's like a drunken monkey. It's not only like a drunken monkey, but it's like a drunken monkey that's been bitten by a scorpion. So that's how agitated the mind can get. Now, depending on the level of consciousness of the person, the slightest trigger, now you would have noticed some people, the slightest trigger will make them go just way off. They'd be screaming, or it'll be even enough to, break somebody's jaw. So what is it, or what is the difference? It's not the difference in the stimulus itself, whereas another person may be calm with the same stimulus. It's the mind of each person that is different. When both are presented with a similar stimulus, one reacts by breaking another's jaw, and the other can step back and say, do I really need to do this, or do I really need to address the situation in this particular manner? So that stepping back, going back to center is what meditation allows for, the space it creates.
So if somebody doesn't have much time to, say, practice yoga, to get ready for meditation, and they're busy working all the time, you're a mother, or you're working in the office, you have your own company, and you don't have time to go to gym and do all these things, what is a simple breath work or a simple way to get into a meditative state that you can suggest?
One of the simple breathing patterns is when we are overwhelmed or tired, or we've gone through a big situation, the body naturally releases using a sigh. It's like, thank God it's all over. So that is the sighing breath that can be practiced 3 times, 6 times, and bringing one's awareness back to one's body, back to one's breathing. So we could do that.
So that's really simple. I think we do that normally without even knowing that that is a part of meditation, or it is breath work.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how often would you suggest, suppose somebody is really stressed out or they're going through tough times, how often would you suggest for them to meditate or make time for themselves?
In the morning, of course, the longer the period of time, the better. I would say 1 hour of your asana practice, pranayama practice, and meditation practice will be ideal. But let's say they don't have time for it, which a lot of people say they don't, then at least 20 to 30 minutes of just being aware of the body, being aware of the breathing, and in regular intervals right through the day, if they can bring back that awareness to themselves, to their own center, to their breathing, to their being, that would be wonderful.
I think you just reminded me to breathe right now. I think I was holding my breath. Are we all holding our breath over here? Yes? Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and thanks for coming on our show.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Maitreyi.